Alright guys, so welcome back to Call of the Wild. So a couple of things. First things first, Happy New Year to everyone. I hope 2020 is the best year yet for every single person listening to this video right now. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas too. You all got really fat eating all the food that you could possibly handle. Now, one thing that I do want to let you all know, a lot of people have been asking where I've been. You may hear it in my voice as well. I have been very sick, guys. Across the Christmas period and around the New Year period, I got really ill. I basically had the plague. And I did nothing but stay in bed to try and get better. But other than that, for the most part, I had a fantastic Christmas. And 2020 has been off to a really good start too. So I wish you guys all the best and all the same too. So what are we doing today? So if you guys remember when we last left off, we were doing missions for Don Miguel, who asked us to get ourselves a diamond. Now, it doesn't sound too hard. Obviously, you got to come across the right animal, make sure that your shot placement is perfect, and then you can get yourself a diamond. Well, this is what happened to me. So as it turns out, we managed to get ourselves back-to-back diamonds. If you guys are wondering where it is, by the way, it's just around this lake. It was just full of ibex, like from here all the way around to here. I'm not joking, guys. I literally couldn't count just how many of them there were. Now, the one thing that I was a little bit upset about was the fact that there was 2 melanistics and an albino in that group as well. I didn't get them. I really wanted them as well. But I know the area. I can always come back to it. So we need to pick up from what Don Miguel wants next, because I kind of want to finish these missions. There's a very good reason for it, which I know a lot of you guys have worked out what it is, but we're getting there, so hopefully we're close. So what does he want from us now? Don Miguel says, I feel like I finally have the strength to get out there. Alejandra has been working so hard to make up for my negligence, and she deserves some time off too. Since you're the one who is most up to date with things out there, I'd like you to prepare the best outpost and find us some good hunting spots. Alright, so we are going to accept that. Spot 3 different need zones in the Mirador de Dona, Emilia area? Okay, I've butchered that. 100% I butchered that. But we got to find some need zones and then report back to Don Miguel. See what we can find. Okay, so you guys can see I've got a waypoint down over there. That is pointing to an outpost that I still have yet to get. I forget that I've got just a few outposts that I still need to claim. But I did want to talk to you guys a little bit as well, like more specifically for Call of the Wild and a few other things that I've been asked over the Christmas and New Year period. First things first, the rat challenge that we did start before Christmas. The only reason that we had to put things on hold for a minute was because Tacos... Oh, we go over there. Besieged ibex. See, once you've seen those 5, you just notice how small the horns are on the rest of the ibex. It's crazy just how big they are. But like I was saying, the only reason that we haven't continued with the rat challenge, and we are going to continue it, by the way, was just because Taco's GPU, unfortunately, basically exploded before Christmas. So he's kind of waiting around Christmas time to see what was going to happen. But in the end, I mean, he's just got a nice big shiny upgrade now. So we are going to get back to doing the rat challenges. If you guys have missed them or you've been asking where they are, I'm sorry that if I didn't reply to a lot of you guys. I was really not in the position to just be messaging people across New Year's and Christmas and stuff. I was so out of it. Another thing I wanted to ask, I kind of always ask this, or I have as of late, is what would you guys like to see in 2020 for Hunter Call of the Wild? I'm going to say straight off the bat, the first thing for me is small changes that will bring a different feel to the game. It's not really a small change, that's actually a little bit of a lie, but even so, I've said it before, things like dogs. What is that fur type? Is that grey? Things like dogs to Call of the Wild, just like a different mechanic where you can use the dog to smell for tracks and stuff, even if it's just for retrieving things like the birds, the ducks and stuff. I would definitely take that. Or if it's something different, like completely out there, like horses for transportation. I know a lot of people do use horses around the world for stuff like this, so it absolutely is a thing. Well, let me know what you guys would like to see in 2020. I know there's going to be a lot of people saying maybe the bug fixes and stuff like that. There's no doubt that they're going to get on top of that. I hope they do too. But I mean, like, real game-changing things. It can be out there too. Let's go wild with it. What do you guys think? What would you like to see in the game? New, like, different weapons? New reserves? If it is a new reserve, where would you like to see? I'm kind of hoping that we do get an Australia map. It's crazy what's going on over there in Australia at the moment as well. If you are from there, guys, please keep yourselves nice and safe. It doesn't look like a good time with all the fires that's happening right now. There you are. I thought I lost the Ibex again. All right, what are we looking at? 215. All right, let's switch to that. I'm going to dial it in at 150 and just aim a little bit higher. What? That was too high? There we go. That's a hit. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but when you fire around with the Martinson, there's like a very weird, like, ringing, echoey sound. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean. So we're just going to aim, and I'm not going to speak, just listen. Did you guys hear it? I'm going to do it again. Listen about a second after the shot. It's like an echo that rings. It's so weird. I have no idea what that is. Like, I don't know if it's something that the devs have left in when they took the audio for the rifle or something. I don't know, but it's so weird. And I noticed it when I was getting the diamonds as well. I was like, what the hell is that noise? All right, there we go. There's one. Rest zone. There's a melanistic. Okay, I could go for that, but I'm not. I'm going to leave it. Again, it's in the area where I know where it is. Okay, so I'm going to update you all on basically what's been going on, because I've been running around for the best part of an hour now trying to work out what's going on with this mission. So, it says, just like old times, that's the name of the mission. 1 out of 3, that's what we've got so far. Spot 3 different need zones in the area where we are. Now, you guys saw when I picked up the rest zone for the besieged Ibex, or what I call them, a beseat Ibex, it actually took that as 1 out of 3. But then when I picked up another one, thinking it would get another rest zone and stuff, it didn't. Now, I haven't found any of the feed zones or drinking zones for that same animal. So that's what I'm thinking it is, because I have to rule everything else out, because I went over to this lake, found a drinking zone for roe deer, and it didn't take. So even though it doesn't say it, it just says spot 3 different need zones. It doesn't actually say spot 3 different need zones specifically for one animal. In fact, I'm just going to check on the mission log. Okay, mission objectives. Reach the area where we are. Spot 3 different need zones. And it doesn't say specifically to one animal. But that is the only thing that I haven't tried yet. So I'm just kind of hanging around this area in hopes that the Ibex gather around enough and I can get myself a drinking zone. If not, I'm just going to keep moving around and hopefully find a feed zone. But I found out by doing a little bit of research prior to this episode that the Ibex all share the same times for their need zones. If you guys could just stop and start eating, that would be so nice. Because then I only really need to concentrate on the drinking zones. I gotta say, guys, like, the fact that they've put this in the game, it's just shit. It's just shit. It really is. Like, take these missions out of the game, devs. They're so tedious and they're really boring. Like, you've got some really cool stuff in here. And on this reserve as well, but like, it's making me super salty as well, as you can tell. Okay. That didn't work. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. Because these guys, I mean, you can see that, they're eating. And they are the besieged Ibex. But it's not registered it. Okay, guys, so I'm going to give you all a little bit of an explanation as to why this mission is a little bit confusing. And it's basically the way it's worded. It says, spot 3 need zones in the area of where we are. Now, I spotted 3 need zones pretty early on. And in fact, I spotted another 3 after that. And then what I did was basically walk around and try and pick up the need zone. So when you walk over to something and you press E, you see this big grouping over here? Basically a drinking zone. If you press E on that, it gives you this in the top right corner. It shows you the need zone and the type of need zone that it is. So I found a feeding need zone, drinking, and a resting need zone. Don't use the binoculars because as far as I'm concerned, with the way I've done the mission, it doesn't work. Even though it says spot them, actually walk up to them and press them. Okay, so what's the other part to this mission? I'm not joking either, guys. That took a hell of a long time, like 2 hours to do. Prepare the outpost for Alejandra and her father. Okay, are we actually going to get to meet them? That'd be kind of sick if we could get to meet them. All right, that's my waypoint. Let's see where we got to go. Which outpost is she currently at? Is it this one? Oh, it's this one over here. All right, let's fast travel. How have we got to prepare it? What are we going to do? Interact. Oh, we put the fruit back down. Nice. 1,000 cash. We'll take it. Rebirth as well. I just got an achievement. Prepare the outpost. Has been done. There we go. You guys have just seen it. I don't know if you caught that at the top of the screen then. Basically, the reason why just before Christmas and New Year, I started grinding these missions was I really wanted to get the Martinson RAYO. As soon as this reserve came out and I started playing with it and I saw that rifle, more specifically the variant of that rifle, oh my god, it looks so good. So, hopefully now we have it. Let's see if we can find it. I'm actually a little bit nervous. There it is. Okay, so what does it say? A gift from Don Miguel Alejandro del Bosque. His own custom-made Martinson 6.5 bolt-action rifle. Unlocked by completing missions for him on Cuatro Colinas Game Reserve. Look at that thing. In my opinion, like the way that red is, that faded kind of marble look, and the kind of etched grain in the grip and on obviously like the stock of the rifle, it looks so nice. It looks really nice. All right, so we own that now then, so we don't have to buy it or anything. Is that in our inventory? We go to storage. Do we actually have it? Oh, there it is. Right, let's get rid of this piece of crap then. I get this. See, I love this. This was actually a really nice touch that they added to Cuatro Colinas, and as far as I know, it's the very first time they've done something like this. There have been variants of other rifles and stuff, none that have really interested me in getting them. I mean, I have got them before. The one that I can remember off the top of my head, or the last one that I got, what you guys would have seen, would have been the revolver, I think. The cool-looking revolver, but this one is on a whole other level. I'm going to go ahead and say it. This thing is the best-looking rifle in the entire game. Like, the way it definitely looks red on the side of that. I'm talking about this bit here. Then how it kind of fades into that brown. I wish you could see it with a scope on it as well. It looks like a really cool-looking rifle. And this is it in our hands. It kind of looks like wood, though. Why is there no weapon inspect? The one thing that I would argue, I can hear ibex. Is there one around? There's one. Oh, it's a mouflon. Did it move? It still hit it. I don't think anything's going to change in terms of sound. Look at that, though. Oh, look at that. Oh, that really is nice. You can see how it changes color towards the edge. All right, where's the mouflon? Sliding down the mountain. Got some more. Is it going to go down? I think that was more of like a spine shot than anything. Just going to try and harvest as many credits as possible. You going to go down? No? Another shot will do it? I don't care. I'm just taking him out. I've got the RAYO. 0. Come on. Drop. 0 and... mouflon down eventually. But yeah, you could really see that once I shot that round. Watch this. So when I reload, you'll basically see the full length of the rifle. You see that? Oh, look how nice that looks. I don't know how I feel about like having to do all those missions though for a weapon skin. If it was like a different weapon, then I mean the grind would kind of pay off for that. But there was a lot of tedious missions like that last one, like the spotting stuff. The worst one for me by a long, long way was taking a picture of that ibex. Like, you guys know, it took me like 6 hours. Where's my mouflon? There it is. It took me like 6 hours to get that. Eventually, it is all for this variation of the Martinson. But, I mean, I'm happy that I've got it, but was it worth 6.5 hours of suffering trying to get a picture of an ibex? I don't really know. You guys have to be the judge. Let me know, though, if you guys haven't got it yet. I mean, hopefully you guys aren't struggling on any of the missions, but I can imagine there's going to be a few people who come across some of these missions. Again, like the picture one, or even the one that we've just done together, the spotting the different need zones. I mean, at least you guys get to see how I play around with them, so you get the trial and error process from me. So you guys can be a little bit quicker with it. But, I mean, even so, like, there's just certain things in Call of the Wild that I think they could just do a little bit better in terms of the mission system. And that's not me knocking them. It's just me being absolutely honest. I could think of so many other ways that they could have done missions, especially for this reserve as well. Got some wolves. Oh, they're over there, look. Break out the Mortensen. Probably not going to drop them with this thing. I do have the 7mm with me, but let's have a little bit of fun with this rifle. Look at this in the sun now. I really just want to shoot around and reload so you get to see it all. Devs, we absolutely need a weapon inspect button. I don't know why that's not a thing. Like, when they make these incredible looking rifles and stuff in video games, I don't know why devs just don't add it as like a default. There should be a key that you can press to look at this thing. You know, like if anyone's played PUBG or anything like that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Or like CSGO or something. You can see your weapon. And I don't know why devs don't insert that into the game. Because they go through all this trouble to make the textures for it, you know, the model and stuff. Really needs it. Okay, that smacked it pretty hard, but that's going to be a grazing shot, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a grazing shot. It's just going to go over the top of it. See, the only thing that I can think about right now is if I had a little dog next to me and I was just like using commands to make it go and sniff out, see if the wolf was actually down. And if it wasn't down, then you know that weird interaction, I say weird, that cool interaction that you get when the wolves chatter their teeth and they surround you out of nowhere, you just hear it and then you start panicking. Wait, what's that noise? If you heard that as if the wolf wasn't down and it was about ready to fight the dog or you, like it was like a last like that, basically. A last gasp attempt at survival. I really do hope they bring stuff like that to the game this year. There's plenty of opportunity to bring that to Call of the Wild, especially now. So before I contracted the plague around Christmas and New Year, I got a lot of messages from you guys saying that I should check out the middle of the map, because there may or may not be a clue there as to something that might be coming in the future. Now, I have seen the pictures of it, but I haven't been there myself, and I'll show you guys. I think it's supposed to be this area here. I could be wrong, and I might need to come over this side here, which I also haven't discovered, but I'm fairly certain it's pointing to this general area on the map. So we are making our way there now, and we're going to go and discover it together and possibly see if something might be coming in the future. Okay, so this is what you guys were telling me about. Clearly see we got a dock and a couple of boats there. Right, let's have a look at the point of interest. I struggle to picture this reserve without the influence of the river cutting across the landscape. Not only is it stunningly beautiful when the sun hits it at dusk, but it's so important to everyone's livelihoods out here. It's been making lives easy out here for millennia. Okay, so they're pointing to something there. I don't know if you guys are picking up on that, but I'm fairly certain they're talking about food and fish. Look at this area over this side. I've never actually seen this. Like these small plains like that, like these tiny islands. That's actually really cool looking. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit more that we need to explore on Quattro Cleanus, but I can absolutely understand why you guys have told me to come and check this out. We could... Oh, you can interact with them! Oh, does it take you across to the other side? Oh, it fast travels it. No, I thought there was going to be like some kind of animation or something like that. Wait. Oh, no, yeah, it does it for both sides as well. Oh, for a second, I thought like it was going to do some animation where you'd sit down and then spin around and just go. You know, something really basic. I don't know. I like that, though. That is really, really cool. Maybe, just maybe, this is like the first sign of things. Like with that little point of interest as well. Maybe, because there's a while's passed now since we've been talking about this, but I did say it a long time ago. When me and Taka were talking about things on Leighton Lake, more specifically Leighton Lake, just because of the amount of water on that map, we were talking about like inflatable dinghies and things, or even canoes that you could use to get across. Or, at the same time, if they were going to implement something like that, maybe they could implement fishing to the game. Now, it's not everybody's thing, I totally get that. And I'm not saying that I would do that all the time either, but it would be nice to have that addition to Call of the Wild, you know? Who knows? Maybe in the future we're looking at something. Maybe this is a clue to point to something that might be coming down the line. I don't know. There's so many possibilities that they could do with that. But I do want to thank everyone for letting me know about this, because without a side mission or an actual main mission to tease, I probably wouldn't have seen it. But guys, let me know what you think. Obviously, we got the RAYO. I really like this. I'm actually super happy. Let me know what you think about the skins thing. Would you be happy if they implemented more stuff like this? I mean, in future reserves and things, or even going back, like doing side missions and stuff to get skins for the weapons or different variants? I actually like the idea. Even though it was super tedious and it could have been changed a little bit to not make it such a struggle, I really do like the idea, guys. But let me know what you think in the comments below. For now, we are going to end. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all in the next one.